Okay. Woo! We back. We bike, man. It is Miss Brittany Parker. I am here today with a special guest, the CEO, the man with the plan himself, Mr. Caleb Bonds of the Politic and Broadcasting Network. I said, hey, come do something with me today. And he did.
Sedell Fools. I don't be doing nothing. Just trying to get to it.
All the time. He was motivating me because I was like, dang, I came here earlier and I was like, I gotta go get Caleb. Didn't have to end up getting Caleb, but he was like, what time you coming? I was like, all right, I'm gonna be there at 3. He showed up before me. I was like, all right. He's dedicated as heck as a right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got okay, before I go into everything, don't forget to follow us, subscribe below, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, your mama house, do all of that. We have a special event coming up March 19th. That's a Saturday. So get a babysitter now. Let your baby daddy know now that he needs to take the kids, your baby mama, whoever. March 19th, 2020, we are having a podcast event with what it was like 10 podcasts.
Yeah. So the whole idea behind it is like press junkets. If you look at South by Southwest, they're like the biggest, like I would say, press junket out there, where a bunch of media comes to one spot,
Right.
and then because all the media is in one spot, that then brings artists from around the whole world because they get an opportunity to get so much content out by performing in front of 50 different media outlets. So I'm like, why can't we take that same
Concept.
mentality and
Yeah.
concept and apply it right here? I know 15 media outlets myself.
And we know a whole lot of artists all
Mm-hmm.
day, every day. I think that's one thing that we focus on the most is artistry. So yeah, so we came in today, of course. Um, it's not all gaming here. Ron is out in the field today. Where is he at?
Um, Beat the Streets, I think. I'm not sure the name of it, but down there, man. What was it? Maxine Waters, Black China, DJ Battlecat.
It's not a charity though.
No,
It's just
I think it's like a panel conversation
okay.
where they're gonna talk about like the streets and what could be done to like make it a difference.
So Ron, we here for you in spirit because we know the grind is real out when it's on in the field. It's real. When it's in the field, it's real. So yes, don't forget, attend this event, get you some tickets, get somebody else some tickets. Just come. It's gonna be great. I'll be a podcast. Caleb will have his podcast. Ron's gonna have his podcast. We all gonna be having our podcast going up. It's gonna be a turned up event.
Hmm.
So what's new, Mister Married Man?
Man, just trying to stack and pray and stay out the way.
That
I
part.
mean,
That part.
in that order.
That part. Well, I already know what it is.
I mean, I really can't call it. I mean, the stress from events would be retarded, but we down to the wire for that. So,
When it happens, there's that release.
hmm
I don't know about you, but it's like, okay.
I told myself I wasn't gonna do no more events, and then I lied to myself. I said I got to get it out the system. So,
Without too much detail, why did you say that?
because it's a lack of appreciation. A lot of people don't have a platform, and we supply them with a platform,
Platform.
and they don't understand
That's real.
how significant that is. So I think that a lot of the times, especially with these artists, like they don't really get the big picture.
Yeah. Everybody be when I watched one of the events, I was like, these people like I think our mentality is so much different than of course the average bear. We be thinking about all the back end stuff. They like flossing, doing all that, whatever. So it is stressful. It's stressful as hell. But this event's not gonna be stressful. We're gonna make this fun. This is our trial and error, perfection, see what we could do, make happen as we always do. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited about that. So don't miss it. And it will be live streamed. I forgot. So you ain't gotta come, but you can live stream it.
For real. Right here on Politicking Channel. You can watch the live stream on our channel, on our Twitch. Go up.
Yep. So I'm having my son. I called him. I said, "Son, do you know how to talk to strangers in the mall?" Who says that to their kid? Like, you shouldn't be talking to strangers, but this is business, okay? And I asked him, I would pay him and a friend to pass these out at the mall since they want to go to the mall all the time. Get you some flyers, pass them out, and you get some money afterwards. And you still got to hang out with your friends. Don't ask for no advances, though.
Mm-hmm.
Real shit.
For real, get the work done.
Right. So, yeah. But man, we had that conversation in the car. I don't even. We was talking about a plethora of things, especially that Tory Lanez mess that was going on.
Yeah, man. So, my boy Daystar. So
Wait.
he dropped the Daystar album talking about he didn't do it. And do we believe it? I'm gonna have to go back and listen to the album again just to hear what he said.
I'm gonna have to listen to it. Period. I don't even. The only time I listen to Tory Lanez, and it's not because I don't want to. It's just not my preference in music right now. Because I just never. I listen to him, and I'm like, I kind of like some of his songs and stuff. But this whole situation, it makes me feel it's like I don't want to say clout chasing, but everything's publicity.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is publicity.
Because everything is content, and content is king.
Content is king. Trying to tell people.
So you gotta capture everything, and then only release a piece of it to you, and never give you the full thing.
And
Because
then that's when you start searching
if I
for
give you
it.
the full thing, then the want to see the full thing is done, and now you moved on to the
The
next
next
subject.
thing. You gotta break it down. You gotta give them enough to chew.
Just to give them a little piece, and then give them a little more.
Yeah, chew.
Like
They gotta.
the City Girls, they did that with that one song. I don't know the name of the song, but they had the clip of the song, the Twerkulator song.
Oh.
They had the clip of the song out for like 8 months before the damn song came out.
Yeah, I see.
Everybody was doing the TikTok to it and all this shit.
But that's and TikTok and now Reels, but mainly TikTok, is gonna take a lot of content over the top because a bunch of songs, especially that hours and hours song, like when it first came out, I wasn't looking for it. I didn't go on Apple Music like, what is this song? Usually I do. But that song I was just like, it's another love song. And I love the videos, but the trending, when you trend something like that and it goes crazy, you gotta give people bits by bits. I think that's why the doing the reels and TikToks make it, better. Because everybody's doing it.
I know, but it's still like, it's like, do you gotta dance? You gotta dance at this point. You got to dance.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I gotta dance. Like
Caleb, you gonna have to start dancing.
like that's the part of it. Like, can something else happen? Like everything can't be a dance. Like it's just weird to me how you see like
everything is a dance for sure.
Like it's weird to me how you see like 12, 16-year-old boys doing a synchronized dance in the middle of the mall.
Of the mall though, it's like it's free random entertainment.
And it's like
it's the wildest thing.
Like I've never seen that in real life, but if I did, I would. I don't know how.
But that's what makes it crazy.
On the internet, it looks cool, but in real life,
you'd be like, what are they doing?
They did that shit like my first day out here.
Yeah.
My first day when I moved to the IE, I was walking home, and niggas was having a clown dance battle in the alley. And that shit looked ridiculous.
That sounds like something from the 80s.
I thought it was a fight. I go in there, niggas is clown dance battling after school. I said, where the fuck did I move to? What the fuck is this? Like,
yo, that sounds like some 80s breaking type stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how it started.
Jive turkey, like what?
Like, meet me at the park, we gonna break.
At 10 o'clock sharp, sucker.
I'm like, okay, this is definitely a different location than what I'm used to.
That is crazy. But it's true though, everything, like Caleb, okay, it's his era. Like I kind of expect for him to be doing all of this and whatever, right? So we in Stater Brothers, and I'm buying some. I'm in like the cracker aisle, no pun intended. And he puts his phone up and he just starts going ham, and I'm like looking at him because I'm
In the
like,
cracker aisle?
yeah.
What is going on? Did you feel embarrassed? Like,
No, I was just looking at him like this is what they do because I know how I'm a dancer, so I know how normal it is. But I'm just like there. I don't think there's any more shyness. At the before it was just like I don't want anybody looking at me. Now it's like if you don't have your phone in your hand, what are you doing? That's kind of how it is now.
I don't know. I ain't never seen no real life TikToks.
Me neither.
I TikToked on Christmas with my nieces, but
I haven't either. The day I do, I hope it's one that I know.
I want to just be driving by and see niggas TikToking at the gas
Hey,
station.
they. Have you seen that one? When
No,
they just do their hips, it's the weirdest thing ever.
I seen this new moonwalk. You see this new moonwalk?
Yes, the guy when he doesn't speak to the side.
Yeah.
I swear, he does the a baby. He does
It's the
that,
same
and he
dude?
yes, and you watch when he does his hips. You gonna be like, oh, that's what she was talking about. Caleb does it so good. I make him do it all the time. When I leave here, I'm gonna go make him do it.
So you think that they're a little sweet? How do you feel?
No, I don't. That's the thing. Like when that's what tripped me out. I was like, back in our day, like when we were 13, 14 or whatever, we would have been like, that's gay. Da-da-da. Now I think it's everybody's free. Like if you're not gay, you're not gay. If you're gay, you're gay, whatever. But the way they shaking their hips, if they did that in 2008, niggas would have been like, you're sus. You're sus.
But does that make it any less sus now?
No, it doesn't to me. You're a dude, so you need to be just saying that's sus. Like
It's their world at this point. So then I'm just here.
oh yeah,
I'm just trying to get my dollars out the game where I can.
that part.
This y'all world.
Do what you do, boo. No, for real, I feel you on
I
that.
can't affect culture the way y'all can. So
And they are, because that's what I was tripping out about, like watching and you see a new trend, and I'm like, what? How did y'all make this a trend? Like this hip dance has been in life, especially the black community, forever because it's just a hip, like And I'm like, so y'all made it a trend though. All right,
I don't know. I'm still one of the old school niggas.
I am.
So
I get it though.
I'm gonna talk so much shit to these young niggas.
Like you do, Caleb, all the time.
Like I don't care. I'm gonna talk some shit. You ain't gonna get away with just nothing. Like you gonna wear them pants and
Right.
do that dance and TikTok in the cracker aisle. I'm talking some shit. Like
Houseway.
I don't know.
It's so funny though.
And so how do they keep up with these dances? Like do they practice them in the mirror?
So that's what I was wondering too.
Because we never see like the beginner stages. They just doing it. Like
And I've never, I mean, I've seen a few step by step choreography, but these kids catch on really fast, but they don't catch up on their homework that fast. What's happening?
I mean the education system is trash.
Right.
Trash.
Okay, am I wrong? And this might fluff a few feathers, but pray about it. Um, that I don't care that if my son doesn't want to go to school, I want him to go to high school, but like it's not that I don't care, but I rather him learn real life.
Now I get that. Do you see this new vocational high school and for the arts that they build in Fontana?
Yes, I passed it the other day. The entrepreneur school.
Now something like that is like, and it's down the street. It's like what?
Yeah, when I saw that, I said
the fact that exists, and you got a child right now at that age, something like that is something you really would have to consider.
It really, because when he's struggling, and or whatever it may be, or he missed assignments, he missed school, and all that kind of stuff, they make it hard on you. And if they're not passionate about learning algebra and reading, and science, because they're not already, like, give them something that they want to do.
Now, first of all, ain't nobody retiring from a job. We graduating, hey, I can get a job working for 20, 30 years and retire from it. They know damn well that no job is going to let them retire. So they ain't even graduating with the thoughts of even retiring from one of these niggas' jobs.
Mm-mm.
And this is why shit like Grubhub and
It's so
Instacart
prevalent.
and all these that's creating this type of revenue and this type of system, that's going to be the future. Because these kids is not going to be given their time, trading their time for money.
No.
The way our
Caitlin
parents,
randomly told me I'm not working.
we barely can trade our time for money right now. So you think that they finna trade their time for money?
They don't, they won't see
They
it.
not. It's not finna happen.
And now, like you said, and now with all of the third party opportunities that they have, the Lyft, Uber Eats, DoorDash, all that kind of stuff. Now they got shipped. You pick up packages in your car, in the comfort of your own environment. It they don't want to go clock in. And in that entrepreneur school, I said I was driving down and I was driving Lyft. I think I was dropping a passenger off or picking them up, but either way, I passed it and I was like, damn, that's real. You see those down south,
Mm-hmm.
magnet schools and stuff like that.
So definitely check that out. See what those qualifications is.
I am.
And then after this first year in high school, make a decision.
Yeah, because he needs to be able to. We need to see if he can handle the curriculum and all that kind of stuff. A lot of those kids can't, and that's the sad part.
You see
Because
now, you see now what a lot of other races have over us is that like a trade.
hmm
Like even if I'm a Hispanic and I'm a gardener, like my son is gonna start coming to me to work and gardening on the weekends, and he's gonna do this from the age 8
eight,
to 18.
um,
So now at 18 he can go be a gardener, and
run
I'm gonna
his
give
own
him
business
I'm gonna give him 5 years, 6 years to go figure it out.
and build up
And if he hit
clientele.
25, 26, and he ain't got nothing going, guess what? He got 10 years experience in gardener. You
You
can
better
get your
go write
own
it up.
business or you can come back and work with me.
I was leaving home.
We don't have that.
No, I was leaving home. Hit the corner. It's a truck. It's an old school truck. Little girl with the keys. I said she drive. Her mom was going on the passenger side. They were gardeners. She 8. She had to be 12. But I'm just saying they be having them on it early. And like you said, for us, I think we we deal with a lot of anyway.
I think that I think that we spend so much time as black people trying not to be our parents.
That's true. I'll never be
That
like
that
you.
that the moment that our parents do some shit, we automatically don't want to do it. We don't want to go as far away from that
It's like a
as
rebellion
possible.
thing. Yeah, because I think I went through that stage. And as much as I love my mom, I was like she's tell like when people tell me, "Oh, you look just like your mom," I say I look like my dad. But it's like I always wanted to be my own person because I know I was attached to her. We always try to. That's true for sure because I'm watching it now with some of my other family members,
Hmm.
and I'm like, it's it's finding yourself and being that individual, a little bit of rebellion. You get over it. That's how I did.
Now, now I think that the problem with that is that like black parents want to they it's like a dictatorship with a black.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
my way
Like
or the
you
highway.
might see little Timmy cussing out his mama at 8,
F you,
but
mom.
at 18, him and his mama got like an understanding and they got a good relationship. But for us, it's like a dictatorship,
I wish you
and
would say something
and
to me.
and it ends up being to the point where hey, now I'm grown and you're still treating me a certain way, and
Like
now
a
we can't coexist no more, and now I have to leave, even though I'm not ready to go out and start the world behind. when I'm
and
already
struggle through it.
exactly because we can't coexist because of your dictatorship.
Caleb got in the car and he asked me, Mom, he said, did you graduate high school or did you graduate? No, did you go to college? I said, for a little bit. I said, you were too. I didn't, I went off and on. And he said, oh, okay. He's looking for understanding of why do I have to work so hard in school? And I give him that understanding. They just dictatorship. So he's asking. He asked me, "When's the first time you cussed in front of grandmother?" So now I'm like, okay, now he's trying to understand. These kids, it's different. It's different. We was outside. They trying to be outside, but they outside on their phones.
See, yeah,
That's a crazy thing.
it's like we was really like
Outside,
like
running, scraping our knee, and all that stuff.
like we were the kickbacks and the parties and just
Mhm.
the party crews and just that whole era that was like a little 8 year, 10 year gap.
Mhm.
Nobody did it like us.
No. Heck no. And I think about that, going out, like going to kickbacks and stuff, my mom would let me go. I used to hang out with this guy named Daniel. Me and my friend Ashley and Daniel. Daniel was older than us. I don't even think he was in high school no more. Well, no, he wasn't because he was buying Smirnoffs and stuff,
Oh, Daniel was old as hell. What was y'all doing with Daniel?
I think he was a friend
Get
of
your
a.
ass in the house. We running around with Daniel.
But
Smirnoff.
no, but I mean, I wasn't into drinking like that, but the ability of having him around, going to the kickbacks and hanging out with his group of people because he was older, it was like was outside. These kids ain't really outside like that.
Well, they don't need to be.
They don't. They
Because
don't.
you
That's
shouldn't have been outside like that. What the hell was you doing?
I wasn't doing nothing. My friend had friends. Like,
oh, it's your
yeah,
friend fault now.
yeah.
Huh?
Disclaimer, y'all. I did a little bit, but I wasn't trying to be. I wasn't trying to be fast. How about that?
Out here.
I feel like I'm exposing too much right now.
You're getting loose lips. Don't let it all out.
No, but
don't say Daniel's last name. What's his last name?
No, I was sitting up here like, what is his last name? And it came to me. But anyway.
Daniel, that's fucked up, my boy. He was out here praying, my boy, Daniel.
No, he was
good. Out here praying on the young, my boy.
He was
Smirnoff, my boy. That's how you do it.
He was good though. He was.
He didn't even go with the Four Locos or the juices.
There was those
he
too.
Gave you the.
I didn't drink none of that stuff. You know what I liked the most? I did like the apple Smirnoff, but Four Locos, I didn't know what that was, so I was like, nah, I'm good.
Don't tell me he brought you some Cisco one time.
I don't know what that is.
You was drinking malt liquor with him?
Nah. See, this is what happens when you mess with Caleb. He gonna make you. He ain't gonna let you live it out.
Nah. Man, what is he doing? Yeah, them kids though. I don't know. I mean, they get cell phones now. I think that's a good thing and a bad thing.
It is.
Because we was outside, but it was like, hey, you tell your parents the destination, you check in at the destination, and you can go where the fuck you want.
And for those couple of hours that you're gonna be there.
As long as you make it back in before curfew, you can say I was over there, but you was really across the whole world. You can't lie about where you at right now. Like,
no, you can't. You got tracking devices.
Find my whatever, tracking you. You ain't getting away with none of that shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Caleb, he's had a phone since he was like 7, I think. And my mom was like so pressed to give him a phone. Oh my god! So I was like, okay, had a phone ever since. Got a phone now, and it's like now I don't trip over his phone. But the rest of his family, like, they don't think he needs a phone. And it's just like, he needs a phone. Like, he'll be 14 this year, dude. He needs a phone for sure. Is what they're doing on those phones is what we got to stay on.
So is it like parental blockers on these phones now?
Yeah.
How do you put, I remember like on the cable, they would put parental codes and you have to put in a 4-digit code to watch the channel.
They got it on. They got it on the iPhone. You put a parental blocker, go through the settings or whatever. I've never done it.
Oh, so you just letting the internet wide open and you just letting.
I know. Well, okay. So listen. Here's a little story. This happened. He had to be about 5 years old, I think. Um, I had his phone, and I don't know why. I go through it, being a mom. He's only 5 with on his phone. It's some YouTube videos of some booty and sex, and I said I gave him a whooping of all whoopings.
So at 14, what you think he doing now?
I mean, if he doing it, that's puberty. I can't be mad at my son. We already talked about the sex thing, to be honest.
I know. I'm saying. My whole thing is that. Do you try at least? You gotta at least try to shield them.
I mean, of course. As far as common sense, and I'm not gonna say what modesty for a man, but just all of those type of things, keeping himself pure and everything, for sure. Cause I tested him and said I'm gonna give you an edible when he turned 13. He 13. His little cousin, he got family that smokes, you know, but it's like he's not interested, and I noticed because he like won't go in that area, that space, you know what I mean? And even if he's tried it once, and I said, do we smoke? She said, do we? Okay. So I see where we are. Like, and I think he's too afraid of his father anyway.
Oh, no,
So
I was taking a trip down the street. I can't lie. I was taking the walks.
he was doing it all, huh?
Coming up out the shirt, keeping the baby lotion with you. That's back before Johnson Johnson was giving everybody cancer. He used to have a little pink baby lotion. You remember the baby lotion?
Yes, that must smell good.
Uh-huh. But it's kind of stupid as hell because you come back smelling like baby lotion.
Like you
they
take
know
a shower.
they know what the fuck is up. Like, come on, you just come back smelling like baby lotion. They know what your ass was doing.
I cannot, because that's so real.
But at the same time, shit, I clear eyes, come back baby lotion too.
Well, like I said, to each his own. I know it's gonna happen. My thing is be discreet about it just a little bit.
You see,
but it's just like.
But I don't think the youngsters be wrapping it up like that, man. Like they diving straight in it. They ain't even. Ain't even a thing.
You mean
we used to keep a condom in our wallet for years? Okay. It used to go. It used to wither, but we had one at all times. Like I don't know if these young niggas is on it like that. I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm not there yet. We haven't gotten to that place, and I told him
take his wallet. Just say pull out your wallet and just slide one in there and say just keep that in there. Because that's what we used to do. What was that booty call when he pulled it out and it was all dusty and old and didn't work?
The fact that I am open with my child. I'm like, now I know he's kissed a girl. You gotta have kissed a girl, Caleb. You about to be 14. You ain't kissed a girl yet. You kissed a girl. Okay, boom. I'm stressed out, low key, but I'm not because I'm happy that I have a healthy child.
I know these kids out here listening to NBA YoungBoy.
Oh my God,
crazy.
They out here listening to "I Don't Want to Die Young." Like you shouldn't be singing that.
Like I don't know what they be listening to.
Like you're talking about things that are not.
When
like you talk about.
When like niggas like TK go viral for killing somebody and then making a song, or allegedly killing somebody and then making a song, and then talk about he didn't go to court, he on a run. Why? Because he didn't go to court. Everybody play the song, then he shoot a video to it. I'm like, what is this?
Like, how are you not stopping this guy?
Like these niggas really like.
Oh shoot!
They really want to go to jail. I don't feel like that. they don't care on a different level.
Okay, so now I need to understand. Maybe I can get the understanding from you. Caleb likes what's his name? Draco the Ruler.
Mhm.
What happened?
What happened?
Yes, like because just what happened. I get that he got gunned down or whatever.
He didn't get gunned down. He got his throat slashed.
Oh, see, okay, that's what happened.
I
But
don't know.
the beef. That's what I'm.
Well, it's a lot of hood politics, so we don't know officially.
Okay.
But I know he made a song called Ingleweird,
Uh,
and he was dissing Inglewood niggas. And then I know
the song got
what's
you
his
killed,
name?
huh?
Slim 400. He just died in Inglewood.
Just died.
Yeah, right before Draco.
Damn. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then Draco shit happened.
Okay, so where is
I,
Slim from?
he didn't gangbang. It's the Stink Team, which is like his rap label people.
Draco or Slim?
Slam was from YG Hood.
Okay, so why did he die?
I don't know.
Okay, that's weird.
Because the city's just dangerous like that right now. I don't know why. I mean, the
Stay
politics is
dangerous.
the politics,
Stay dangerous,
and
they say.
that's one thing about the internet too. It's like if it crack off, and now I'm looking for somebody from this hood, and you a famous nigga from this hood, and you accessible, then something might crack off right now in the hood, and then
Yeah,
you
we going
kicking
up
it
on
over
that.
here on the block, and I know you over here on the block, and now I'm looking, so now you in a position. Like politics get wicked like that, so you can't if you ain't in it. I mean, look at the Nipsey Hussle situation. That was supposed to be a nigga from his own hood.
Yeah.
So if you ain't into politics and if you ain't from them hoods, you ain't gonna know what the fuck happened. That's just the reality of it.
Yeah.
If you ain't part of the beef and you ain't from whoever, then
It's just
and
crazy
half
how they drop off like that.
and
Like
then the
that
other
kid just got in the industry.
yeah, and then the other half would know because he had a little so-called beef with RJ.
Okay, see, I don't know that. You teaching me something right now. I'm like, where
And
did he
so
come from?
RJ, when he
Boom.
was talking about I'm the only nigga popping in the hood now,
Hmm.
everybody else popping out and helped him out.
So
He was talking about Draco.
he been on his.
They did Mr. Get Dough on the mustard beat. Mr. Get Dough. Mr. Get Dough. RJ was on, put him on that song, and that's how Draco got like his name out there.
And then went portraying
I
this.
fuck with Draco, man. The Mr. Mosley tape.
Yeah, I mean the songs that I knew of him, I was like, okay, that
Yeah.
happened so fast.
But the politics is what they is, man. You ain't
Do
gonna
your
know.
music and go home.
No.
It can't be that easy.
I think that the independent game is what's fucking it up. Because
Yeah, I
you
guess
can
so.
get the label money, but you don't move like the label.
Right.
So now you get the $50,000 check to perform, but it goes straight to you. You pull up with 50 of your homeboys instead of coming with the label because the label's gonna come with off-duty police officers.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna bust you in. They're gonna make sure that you got a trailer. They're gonna make sure that you got your own section. They're gonna make sure that all these steps are aligned because they're gonna protect their investment.
Yeah.
And I think that the independent artists need to treat it the same way that the majors do.
Well, of course, why not? But that's the thing, like you said, they wanna politic and bullshit.
But if you get in the same bag that the majors, then you gonna play the game, play it right. It's
But
rules. It's like the nigga said and
that's real.
it's a classic baby boy scene. Oh, I see you out here getting your money, getting your little paper, but it's rules to this shit.
Exactly.
You gotta learn the difference between guns and butter. These niggas is getting the money now, but they're spending it on the butter.
I'm just observing and realizing, like I said, when Pop Smoke passed, this happened, it passed, like just the timeline and the trend, because what's happening, why it's
Okay,
happening.
but listen to this. Let's name the rappers that died. Young Dolph,
Yeah.
Independent.
Okay.
Nipsey,
Independent.
Independent. XXXTentacion, Independent. Pop Smoke, Independent. Draco, Independent.
Okay.
This is exactly what I was just talking
A
about.
trend. Yeah.
None of the major artists,
No.
any signed to Universal, to Atlantic, to one of these big, they ain't getting hit like
Because a
that.
lot of them are affiliated at some point, but they got the right protection around them.
Uh huh.
So, Chris Brown.
Meek Mill.
Yeah.
He-
Like, and I
but he
say
over
Chris
here
Brown
rocking.
because, yeah.
Look at Kalam for real. He will rock nation.
Okay.
Look at the way he moved compared to these other West Coast artists.
And he's still
These
climbing.
the same weekend that Draco died, they at the Hip Hop Gangbang Fest. He at the uh, L.A. Rams game performing at halftime.
Why not?
This
Why
is
wouldn't you
the
want to do the right
difference.
thing, though?
This
Yeah.
is the difference. I'm in L.A. performing. You in L.A. performing. We getting the same bag, but who I'm performing on national TV.
Right. And you on some.
And you got a 10-minute set with a bunch of gangbang rappers.
It's bound to happen. Something's bound to happen.
I mean, the game is the game, but we can't make up excuses for it, especially on the West.
No, and I mean that's why I'm always asking questions, because in my understanding, especially when it comes to music, I don't have that street experience. So when I be like, well, why? Well, what happened? It's like, and it's always politics, and it's always politics. Shoot, that's
for
the
real.
best word to say.
That's why we politicking.
That's why we politicking. I'm telling you.
Look at this nigga Pop Smoke. He was in L.A. L.A. is known for flocking.
Yeah.
Niggas flock out here. That's how they get paid. They steal your shit. They rob you. They busting your shit. That's how they get paid. You on the internet. You flashing shit. You show your address. Niggas see your address. Get on the Google. Put the shit in. And run in the house after the party over. And try to rob you and kill you. Two of the dudes was like 16. Politics.
And it's sad to say, but you think, like, did I set myself up for that?
Yes, you do, because I think that 6ix9ine kind of made it fucked up the game too, because now these young niggas don't think that they got to check in. If Pop Smoke would have checked in, you could have still had your same party, you could have had your same shit, but guess what? Somebody would have made sure that niggas don't come slide on you, that niggas don't come ride that.
Just like what?
That you was
I heard that Chris Brown, he checks in and stuff like that, especially when he come to LA and stuff, because he knows how the game goes or whatever. But like, I guess for me, being the square that I am, I'm like, do your shit and go home. It's not easy like that, though.
No, it's not. If I flew 15 hours to come over here,
you want to see what's up,
and then I come in here and I do 20 minutes on stage, do I really want to get back in and go to the hotel?
Nah. Not especially if you're adrenaline.
When does my flight leave? Well, my flight don't leave till tomorrow? In the middle of the day?
You can.
What am I gonna do?
Run it up.
Exactly. So if anything, I'm gonna leave and go to the strip club. But the West don't got the strip clubs popping like that.
And that's crazy. Isn't that crazy?
I think that the strip club culture is crazy. To me, I don't understand why it's the backbone of our society. You remember when the black church used to be the backbone of black society?
Yeah.
Now the strip club culture is the backbone of our society.
I've never been to an Atlanta strip club or any strip club down south where the girls are real. But being in the strip clubs out here in California, well, I've never been to a real strip club out here, to be honest, because, I mean, I've seen a lot of white girls dance, so I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
like,
Latinas.
and I mean, I'm just saying, like,
You know why? Because niggas don't tip. And this is why a lot of niggas complain. Niggas complain about a lot of shit, but at the same time, niggas is cheap. Niggas is cheap, and it is what it is. So we are not the target audience for nobody.
Have you seen that episode, that T-Pain episode? I don't know if he was on 85 South or on his own, but he was talking about he was gonna watch the dudes tip the strippers because they pulled out like thousands. It was like, oh, give me 10 racks, give me 3 racks, and he was like, I would just get a couple hundred, but I'm gonna pull my chair out and watch you niggas tip. He was like, nah, that's too much. But those women make a living.
They do. But shouldn't be back. They've been doing it since Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right, the beginning
And
of
so they always gonna make their money.
But my thing is, to me, nowadays, and maybe the new era, this new decade, like, I'm not saying it should be a public profession. Like, you see CBDs everywhere, right? I don't think it should be like that, but I think that if you decide to strip and you want to be a stripper, you got your money, you also take care of your life. You take care of your family, you take care of your home, whatever do you.
Now it's different because like you used to show titties, but they can't show titties and sell liquor. So these strip clubs, these girls don't even strip. To get naked, they can't sell liquor. So you have to do one or the other. You do full nude, but it ain't no liquor there. Because you know how men are.
But they can't get liquor from somewhere else. They can't have a bartender give them liquor.
No, they can't. You can't. They can't have liquor on the premises.
Well, I get it. They can get drunk and violate.
In California.
Right.
So these girls is walking around in bikinis and big ass heels and shaking ass and making dollars. Then it used to be niggas only tip the bitch on the stage, and only the good bitches got time on the stage. So if you wasn't a main stage bitch, or you went on the main stage early, you would have to try to get niggas to come in the back room, and get a dance to get your money.
It's a lot of work.
Now,
strippers, I commend you.
Now, they ain't naked. They ain't taking you to the back room. And cheap niggas, if the lap dance was $50 for 2 songs, a cheap nigga will be like, this dance for this half song gonna be right here at the table.
Oh, Lord.
Let a nigga get a table dance. Let a nigga get a table dance. Hey. That was actually the thing. Like, so you would try to like work a deal where the bitch would give you a sneak preview of what would happen in the back room at the table. Now, these bitches just walk up to you.
So does that determine if they gonna buy the back room session?
They're trying to. They made $20 right here, and they still trying to sell you a back room.
Now we talking real politics when it comes to business.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if she a stripper and she trying to give a preview to get the deal, close the deal, it's the same thing in every situation. Mm-hmm. Especially this industry.
Well, now table dances ain't nothing. Everybody gets a table dance. You buy a section and you want the bitches in your section, so now you're buying a table to have bitches in your section.
Right.
So now you're paying $1,000, $2,000 for a section, and tipping a bitch 15, and she ain't even on the stage.
So imagine what they get on the stage, because that's
look at Players Club. Diamond was like the main stage girl.
Yeah, she was.
And she made her money because everybody would come to the club and wait for her to hit the stage.
The blonde that was the stripper, I forgot her name, but she did an episode of 85 South Show. They interviewed her. She talked about every moment of the movie because of all the stuff that happened. How they got in that fight, how the fight was fake but real, like it was crazy. And same thing though, like girls get jealous, all that stuff. All of that stuff really happens in life, and showing that's business. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to strip, that's your profession. I get it, but you got to be able to take care of home at every angle. You got kids, you run a business, maybe you could sell hair on the side, maybe you got a man, whatever it is, you got to do that. So
You see, but nah, you gotta take them to court because these strippers be having baby daddies and they be making 11,000 in a night. Nope.
they want child
Don't
support.
try to hit me up for the child support after you just made 11K last
Yo,
night.
if
Nah,
a dude
B,
ever go get child support after
I'm
they
gonna
baby
take you to
mama,
court.
if you ever,
You got a stripper. Niggas is winning now. You see, what's her name? Somebody husband just got a bunch of money.
I know Mary J. Blige, excuse me, was
Yeah.
paying her husband alimony like a mug.
Hot boys is out here winning.
It's the hot boy summer.
For real, these hot boys
We're gonna have to go
here.
and hide, y'all.
For real, hide your mama, hide your
kids, hide your wife.
hide them all, cause the hot boys out here taking bitches' purses. Look, it's a Tinder swindler. That nigga out here taking.
Did you see that?
I haven't seen it. I keep hearing about it.
Wait, the guy that swindles, like yeah. Mm-hmm. I saw a little bit of it. I guess
hot boys out here winning. The hot
he
boys,
got like
the hot boys, we on fire.
I don't know how much money they said he got, but
they in pockets. Niggas is hitting pockets like never before. I'm like, what's going on? I'm here for it though.
Next time somebody asks for some money, I'm gonna say
Adele is leaving her husband dude, and he getting a bunch of money from her, and he don't do shit. He just with her.
I mean, boss up to the females.
Look at Wendy Williams' husband.
She needed to leave her.
The hot boys is out here winning, man.
He deserved to win.
Hot boys out here.
I don't know him, but he deserved to win because I'm not crazy about Wendy. But who am I? I just whatever. I'm not even gonna go there. But I know it. When I saw Mary J. Blige's husband, ex-husband, whatever, I said, "Oh, it's a game going on now. It's playtime."
Niggas is fouling. Foul that, nigga. All y'all niggas out there, foul that shit. Foul it.
That is so
Put it on the court. Oh, she got a new job. She celebrated on Instagram. Go foul.
Go foul. Go run
Go foul. She might owe you some dollars, my boy. Go foul that. They getting child support. They getting alimony. Niggas out here getting alimony.
That's what I said. Freaking Mary J. Blige's husband, and that was years ago. I said, dang.
Y'all women be careful.
And I think he cheated. Something crazy. Like, what is going on?
You think you're gonna take a nigga for his pockets and turn around and take yours? You like.
Well, now it to me, it's just like slavery. Now black people, I'm not gonna say we getting the last laugh, but we getting a little bit more charm than we usually have. You know, so for men, women have always, what you gonna do for me, and I gotta be taken care of, and it's like now these women we went from that to we super girl power. Now the niggas want they want their ends now.
For real.
I get it, but it's not that I condone it. It's just I understand.
I mean, if it's no more gender roles,
exactly.
Women want to erase gender roles in relationships.
We're gonna erase all of them. We're gonna go down every.
I am no longer the provider. Provide for me. You're the provider now.
Right.
Go ahead, take that. Hold that.
We're gonna go through every category and take care of it.
I'm gonna take care of home while you go provide.
Right.
Let's do it.
Ooh, that made me bad. Bad memory.
House husbands.
What is
the house husbands out here?
House husbands of Hollywood. That's what Kevin Hart did.
Hey man,
He knew it. He knew it was up
for real.
because it's real.
That's a
Women,
new type of man. I respect it.
I do to a degree. I don't want to leave you and go to work in the same spot, come home and you in the same spot. That's what I don't want to do.
Yeah,
I want to come home to something fixed at least. I'll cook,
yeah, definitely.
but
It's about how long. I mean, everybody. It's 7 days a week. I don't expect to come home to every day,
no.
but I do expect continuous progress,
Yeah,
or at least effort.
that's all I'm saying.
You know, and it's not even necessarily about me. It's about you. If you cool with going 5 days without doing shit, that don't got nothing to do with me. That got everything to do with you.
See, and now your
Because
mode is I'm gonna do
because
me like
I'm gone. I'm a, you know how I am.
that's what I'm saying.
I am a self starter.
Yeah, you yeah.
And so I ain't gonna
Job
wait for
description. My
the
strengths.
next opportunity. The moment that I got downtime, I'm gonna create opportunity for that downtime.
Right.
So that it ain't downtime.
No, I feel that. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not a problem that a man wants to stay home, but is he productive? Women, they go after the same thing. We want a man to take care of us. I'm not cut from that cloth. Like the women in my life were the go getters, so they did everything for themselves, and they'd stay single, be married, whatever it was. But now, since it's shifted, and for me personally, I've been in a situation where I was sponsoring niggas, didn't realize it till years later, or I'm in a relationship that I'm really the man. I don't want to be the man. Like that's real though. But them going after alimony and doing all that, they is
I mean, how I don't know. This is because women they want to be independent, but at the same time be dependent. So
very much
I
so.
don't need to need you. I just want to have you.
Well,
And what
that's
kind of
true. I feel that
I
way.
think that this is why a lot of men aren't gonna marry none of these women.
Mm.
Because if you don't need me
So, do you think we
as a
need to
man,
pretend to need you so
no,
we can get a ring?
no, it's not about that.
Okay, because I'm
But
like,
if you really in the mentality of you don't need me, like I'm a luxury. If I'm a luxury, then I'm gonna be a luxury for a moment. But I'm not gonna be your lifetime trophy.
partner.
I'm not gonna be your lifetime luxury.
I don't know. I can speak for the not needing but wanting to have because, of course, most of my relationships were like that. I wasn't like, I need you. You complete me. You balance me out. I haven't met that one to balance me out.
I don't say like you can't survive without that person because I think that that's a misconception.
It is.
What I mean
Because
by
you survived without them before you met them.
okay, so what I mean by need them is that hey, you add a certain value to my life
Right.
that takes my life from this level to that level.
Yeah, and
And
that's
if that value wasn't there in my life that you bring, that brings my life back down to this level.
right.
So just by having you in my life is here automatically because of the value that you bring to me. That's about needing somebody. A lot of these people they ain't bringing nothing to the table. They ain't bringing no value.
No, and that's why I always look at like people. I mean, people in relationships or whatever they're in, um, and they go back and forth, or and I'm like, is this really conducive? Like, is it helping you progress at the end of the day?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how you feel attached. Are you thinking about what you're thinking about or what you're doing? Because you guys are playing games, calling, hanging up, doing this, making the person jealous or making them wonder where you are. Like, is this conducive?
I get that because with me and my wife, I didn't. She never had to worry. That was one thing.
Right.
is that you're not gonna have
But
to.
to me, that's a
You're
game
not gonna
that's
have to
played.
worry where I'm at. You're not gonna have to worry if I'm out. You ain't. I'm not. I'm not playing those games.
Exactly, but a lot of people do. I don't play those games. I'm gonna call you at 10:30 when I said I would, 10:35, whatever. I'm not gonna be, oh no, just let them think, or whatever. Like, because to me, it doesn't necessarily, it doesn't get you anywhere but a false sense of pride for yourself.
For me, I'm a blow in the wind. I might get an opportunity to take me somewhere.
Way off.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
so it's like,
I need that. I need my woman to have that clear mind, that presence of mind, that she ain't worried about what I'm doing when I'm out here.
and that's how I feel.
So for me, it's less about her. It's more about me. Let me give her the security that she needs
Mm-hmm.
so that I can have the freedom to do what I need to do for me.
Right. I feel you. I feel you 100. That's for real. Cause yeah, and that's why a lot of relationships I think are toxic as a whole. People be like, you toxic," and then y'all toxic together. Cause y'all both playing the same
You
game on
see,
each other.
now I think that word toxic is being thrown out too much
It
because
is.
because
It
I
is.
think that some fighting is definitely healthy, and that an unhealthy relationship is a relationship with no problems.
Yeah.
Because if we reach the point where there's no problems in our lives, or there's no problems within our relationship, then there's no growth in that relationship either. And nothing stays still. You either grow together or you grow apart. Me and my wife, we sat down and said, "Hey, what do you want to do with you? What do I want to do with me? Okay, well let's put together a plan where at the end of this shit, we don't care what the middle look like. We don't care if it's
That
rocky in the
you
beginning,
can't care
but we
though.
care about the end. So at the end of all of this, what does that look like?
You can't care though.
And let's build towards that."
Yeah. And for me, I've been married and divorced. So knowing and learning from the mistake um, of whatever, just that whole season. At first, you think, especially when you're not rooted or understanding certain things, especially about marriage, you want to do it because you know it's right. Okay. But you don't discuss the junk in the middle because, however, that's till death do us part. So all of that in the middle, if just a little bit, maybe an argument takes you left, maybe a disagreement,
You
you
see,
know.
I forgot who I was listening to, but they said that you need to look at a relationship like a Venn diagram. You know what a Venn diagram is?
Mm-hmm.
It's the three circles.
Mm-hmm.
It's your circle,
Yeah.
it's his circle, and then it's the circle that y'all share. And only a little spot do y'all circles overlap each other.
That's sure. Yeah.
And that is your life together.
Mm-hmm.
But the majority of it
You have.
is your circle over here and his circle over here. And that is the key to life.
Yeah.
Is that realizing that, hey, this is us, but this is me and this is her.
Right. Yeah, she still has her family. She still has her mother.
Mm-hmm.
She still, yeah, it just, she still has whatever it is. He still does. You're into gaming, so it's like those things. That's your life.
Mm-hmm.
Wifey's not interested in that part
No.
that much. You know what I mean? So
And I shouldn't be trying to bring her
make her
into that's my
exactly.
world. I'm not trying to bring you into that
Because
world.
if you did, mind you, you would. She's in that world. You want to get your headspace right. She in that world too.
You
And
see,
same for you with her.
now the
Whatever it
only
is.
the only thing is that as men, we go into the woman's world all the time.
Possibly.
And it's hard to get a woman to come into our world.
Yeah.
And that's
It's gonna be interesting.
I know, and when y'all do it, y'all show that y'all not interested. But then y'all
We
want
don't
us
want to
to.
watch the game. We don't want to.
When I'm yelling and screaming at the game, you like, be quiet, shut up. It's the third quarter. Oh, it's the third
Is it over
overtime.
yet?
They in overtime again. This shit ain't done.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. As soon as the game over, you want to change the channel. No, it's post game interviews.
Views,
They're
right?
doing replays. They're doing analysis. It's another hour after the game.
It takes a lot of patience.
The game's 4 hours, and then it's an hour analysis after the game. So the game is 5 hours. Buckle in. That's
Have
all.
a seat.
You know, just bring me the wings that I like at halftime. Don't even refill my cup when you see that it ain't. My cup shouldn't never be not full. And
My cup should be running.
For real, runneth over.
Running all the way over.
And bring them wings and them finger foods.
Bottomless wings at the house.
There's no way that I should watch two halves.
That's when your helpmate turns into your mate.
There's no way that I should watch two halves of a game and not get fed something. At least some snacks and chips.
Because it's so stressful.
Like, if you want a happy man, you know, it's simple.
We gotta come up with a.
You got headphones. You can pop your earpods in, sit right next to me on the couch. Be watching your little phone like this.
You and still feel my presence.
Yeah.
And honestly,
you see, that's another thing too. We don't require your full attention.
No, you don't.
I don't need your full attention, but you need my full attention.
It's a complicated melody.
If my phone rings in the middle of your time, and I even glance at whoever it is, it's a problem.
Yeah. Go on and answer your little phone.
Like,
that's all you go get.
It don't make no sense.
Go on and answer your little phone. I don't want to watch this anyway. I'm not even hungry no more. It'll change everything.
Yes, it will. Oh, we going home. Yeah. You ain't even worried about me. You preoccupied.
You don't even care. Like, why?
Do what you doing.
Why are we so demanding?
I don't know.
We need to figure this out because I'm in it.
Y'all gotta come over.
Suffering.
I got the answer. Come over to the man's side of town and learn how to not say nothing while you're over there.
That's hard. We'll be like, it's nasty in here.
Just spend the week in my world. Okay. And then you have a clearer understanding.
It probably should be a thing because, of course, me, I guess I've always been around guys, like my guy friends, you guys, hearing y'all conversations. Y'all. Well, not him. He's a good boy because he's married. But Ron.
Yeah, boy.
That's why I called him a hoe off the rip. I was like, you a hoe. Like, just. But he knew what was up, you know. But for me, I get it. I don't want to be around my boyfriend all the time in the sense, like, I'll put it this way. I do want to be around him all the time because I'm a female. But I don't have to talk to him. It's not always touch me and feel me. It's not always, you good, babe? I don't need that. If you there playing the game and I'm sitting behind you, whatever, I'm cool. But yeah, females, we want it all. Turn the game off, tell the boys to leave. I want to hear you breathe.
Now the game is different because you used to go kick it on the block and now you spend 6 hours at the house on the game. And it's like, damn, I should have just went to the block and played video games. Right. At least I had a peace.
Right. Somebody can play.
You call me, I check in, I answer the phone, first ring. I'm good, you know. But
and
now,
you know, it's crazy because before I realized what a relationship really was, I used to get agitated, and I think it's because of the independent women that I've always been around. Why did I check in? Like, I always thought that was controlling, not a balanced out respect thing. Like, oh, let me call my husband, let me call my man, let him know I'm here. My homegirl, she's done it a few times. So parallel to your situation, because she's married as well. She did it. Oh, Damien, he'll FaceTime her and stuff, and I'm like, in my head, I'm single, and I'm like, well, he thinks she's cheating, but no, he's just making sure she's safe. So it's a big difference. Me now, I'm surrendering to that thought, because at first I was like, I'm grown, I'm a woman, like, but I'm like, no, he's not looking for me because he think I'm with somebody else. He's making sure I'm good.
Yeah, they're not making sure you are where you say you are.
Yeah, nah.
They're making sure that.
But I've been single for almost 7 years now, so it's different. But I get it. I'm clearing my palate, so I can think. Yes, I'm here.
All right, we've been on here for a minute, man. Let's wrap this up.
So we're gonna wrap this thing up. This has been the second episode of Group Chats. Come back hopefully next week. I think I may be doing a No Wire Hangers episode next week. Maybe I'll do both and be extra zealous with it. I don't know if I'm got that much energy, but we'll see. Tune in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. Comment to us what you think the real basis and foundation besides God of marriage is, or your thoughts in general about this whole episode, because we was off the rocker all over the place. Don't forget the MITIE. Is that mighty? I was like, I think he was playing with words on here. I love it. Mighty Media Day coming up March 19th. The whole gang is gonna be there. A lot of people coming through. I'm actually making banana pudding, so just pull up, just like Rihanna said, pull up. And we out this thing.